Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Geek in the Closet, and today we are going to be looking at this Marvel Wasp figure by Marvel Legends Hasbro. So Wasp comes in this standardized Marvel Legends window box packaging similar to the rest of the wave basically. It also comes with this torso of Ultron right here. It says Marvel Wasp at the bottom right there, and on the side, whoa, you can actually see an illustration of a lot of badass ants right there. And on the back, it's basically a brief story, a brief description of the character itself. And on the bottom is similar to the Ant-Man box packaging. You can see the Ultron Build-A-Figure right here, and together with the rest of the wave. Now here's a look at the Wasp herself, and I must say, I don't know. It's actually a very plain figure. Basically, the only thing that stands out are her wings, but other than that, she's just like a plain, solid black figure with this designed gold paint design onto her costume right there, and that's the only thing that stands out pretty much. Looking at her face, however, yeah, I guess it's a decent looking face. I do know that some figures come with the eyes a little bit messed up, but mine seems to be okay, as in like you know how when they actually paint her eyes or whatsoever, it tends to be messed up and whatnot, but mine turned out pretty well. Now looking at the hair, yes, it does have like a little bit of brown in there, which is pretty cool. And obviously the brown is over the black. Very nice. I don't know if you can see it, but yep, it's there. So these wings are pretty cool. It's somewhat translucent with this lime yellow kind of color to it, and it's actually articulated as well, which is very cool. I would say that this is basically the accessory that comes together with her. Aside from the torso part of Ultron, obviously, you can actually see the design of the wings right there, which very nice. As you can see, it's basically just a pure black figure right there, except for this gold part right here. Mine turned out pretty okay. A little bit of a smudge right there, a little bit of a paint problem right there, and yep, there's a little bit of chipping of paint, just a little bit on my figure, thank God. And then she does come with this open palm hands right there. Somewhat open, I guess. Yeah, there's actually gold paint in the palm of her hands as well, moving downwards. Are basically, you can actually see this gold line across, and two peg holes at the bottom of her feet. Now, as mentioned, the Wasp doesn't really come with any accessories except for this Build-A-Figure Ultron torso right here. Which is very cool. Yeah, you can actually see like a lot of stuff going on his torso right there, and of course the iconic wings of hers. And basically these are not attached together with the figure when you open it up. So what you gotta do is actually fix them up like so. So this is actually pegged together with this wing right here. As you can see, there's actually a peg hole right there, and there's a peg right here. So what you're gonna do is just push it in, and yep, basically goes together with the other wing as well, and there's actually pegs right there. So what you're gonna do is find these two peg holes at the back of her on her back right there, and you just plug it in, and same goes together with the other, and there you have it, the Wasp. Buzzer. There you go. Now in terms of articulation, the Wasp has pretty decent articulation, I guess. In terms of her wings, you can actually see it's hinged right there, which is pretty cool, and obviously it swivels like so, and basically you can actually just swivel them in however way you want her to pose, like probably when she's perched or something, and then basically her wings are actually downwards like so, like an insect, which is pretty cool. her head is very, very impressive, I would say, because she looks upward a lot and downward movement a lot as well, which is, I feel that it's definitely a must for a flying character. So it's actually on a ball joint, so she can like basically move her head like so, which is pretty cool. And her arm is hinged, and she's able to move upward like that. It swivels as well. She does have a single hinged elbow right here, single hinged wrist as well, and it swivels too. So she does have this ab crunching thingy right there. So it's pretty cool that it's if it's actually bent all the way back, you can actually still see the gold paint going up, which is nice. And she's able to hunch forward like that much. Her legs is able to move outward this much, and able to kick forward and backward as well. She does have a swivel right here, double bent knee, a hinged ankle, and she does have an ankle pivot as well, which is nice. Unfortunately for my figure though, something to note that she has weak ankles, so she's not able to stand properly. And it took me actually quite some time to be able to stand her due to weak ankles right there. Now just for fun, here's a look at Janet Van Dyne the Wasp next to my two other female Marvel Legends figures. Here's a look at the Wasp next to the Ant-Man figure from the latest movie. Now overall, I feel that this Janet Van Dyne figure, based on the costume in the comic book, is just okay. I don't feel that this figure actually stands out very much. I just think that it's just, I mean, it's just an okay figure to me. Articulation wise and everything, as expected from Marvel Legends figures, it's fantastic. Personally, I would have preferred the Hope Van Dyne costume of the Wasp, basically because I would actually like to match him up together with this Scott Lang, Paul Rudd's figure right here. But however, they have actually decided to make this Wasp figure instead. So yeah, so if you guys are actually a completist, if you would like to get the Ultron Prime Build-A-Figure, this figure is definitely a must get. I don't know where else can you get the Ultron Build-A-Figure, probably from a flea market or eBay or something. But generally this figure would come with the torso part of the Ultron Prime figure. So I basically got this from Lil Monsters, and I'll be placing the Facebook links down below as usual. And if you guys are just like me, some additional information about this character, you can actually check out Comic Storian, WatchMojo.com. You know, these YouTube videos, YouTube channels I mean, are the channels where I visit in order to get the history for the particular characters, because I may not be familiar with all of the characters that actually came out, that will be coming out as well. So once again guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.